I'm going to be preparing a quick appetizer in the Wolf speed oven. So to do this, you could either use a sweet potato or you could use a regular russet potato or Yukon Gold with different toppings. But we're gonna do a sweet potato. I've scrubbed it, I've cut the ends off, and then we're just gonna cut these in about 1-inch rounds. And then we are gonna toss those with some olive oil. And we are gonna put those right on our riser in the speed oven on micro roast. That is the mode we're going to be using for this. When you're using micro roast or micro bake, you want to make sure that you have a microwave and oven safe pan. So you could do a Pyrex dish, but I'm going to show you actually how we're going to use the riser. So I'm just going to toss these in here with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to move over to the speed oven and I'm going to put these in to cook. We're going to roast our potato rounds using the micro roast feature. And you could do this in the Pyrex dish, but since we want to get convection flowing around them, I'm actually going to use the tall riser. So I'm using the riser, and since these are oiled, they will not stick, so I'm going to pop them right on. My turntable is still in the bottom of the speed oven. So we're going to put those around. And then what we're going to do here is turn on our micro roast. It automatically sets to 300 degrees. But if you wanted to change that, you could hit convection. And here along these numbers, it goes from 100 to 450 degrees. So I'm gonna choose number 8, which is 400 degrees. And then you're gonna set your time. So we're gonna go 12 minutes, and then we're gonna hit start. And as you see, they start turning. That convection fan is gonna give them beautiful browning around, and those microwaves are gonna help cook it quicker. My timer just went off. During the cooking process, if you notice that something may not be getting done, needs more time, you can always just hit that add minute. It does not stop the process, you're just adding to your time. So we are gonna go ahead and take these out. My cavity here is cooling. I'm gonna turn that right around. So these were 12 minutes. It helps when everything is evenly cut, the same size and shape, so that they cook evenly. And now we're gonna top those for our appetizer. These sweet potato rounds can be topped with a couple of different things. So you could do a whipped goat cheese, you could do a whipped feta, or you could just do a simple whipped cream cheese. So what we're gonna do is take a little bit of this. They've cooled slightly. You can serve these warm or room temperature. So we're just gonna put a little cream cheese over the tops of these. So when you're thinking of a dish, you wanna think of your sweet component, you want to think of a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of acidity, and we are going to do a little bit of heat in ours as well. So I'm going to put this last bit on, and again, you could do this with regular like russet potatoes, and then you could top them with sour cream and cheese and scallions or whatever you want, and kind of make it a little more savory than we are doing sweet here. So then I'm going to take my honey, and you could also do maple syrup here, and we're just going to drizzle that over the top. And then we are going to top these with some toasted pecans. You could toast your pecans on convection or that micro roast mode right in the speed oven. You could even use the broil feature to toast your pecans. Just keep an eye on them. So we'll drizzle that. We're going to come through with our pecans. You could do any kind of nut here. This makes a really nice fall treat, starter for maybe your Thanksgiving holiday. It does really well. And you probably noticed I didn't season my sweet potatoes before I put them in to cook. I just did the olive oil. I'm waiting until now to do a little bit of flake salt to add that saltiness to all that sweetness. And then we're gonna come through with a little cracked black pepper. And then last but not least, this is totally optional for you, I'm doing a little crushed red pepper flake to go on top for that little bit of heat. So we're gonna serve this up, and it's a nice quick appetizer that you can make in your Wolf speed oven.